Kobe Bryant and his beautiful daughter Gianna. It broke everybody's heart to lose such an incredible humanitarian. We dedicated a water well to Kobe and Gianna, and it's in a little village that never had water for 60 years.
Wow. No water for 60 years?
I know. Can you imagine that? I mean, it's just, and we had a little school that were run by a group of nuns. Now, when they heard they were going to receive a well, I have to tell you that the celebration at the Kobe and Gianna Bryant Memorial Well was out of this world. They created a beautiful array of roses, flowers. And I say this, and I just add to the point because Kobe and Gianna Bryant's life was honored in the most beautiful way that you can honor any life, because that well brings life to 1,000 people every day and saves countless lives. And that's just one of, maybe 250 memorial wells. And many people just give a gift of a memorial well to a loved one, to a parent, to a friend, to a coach, or to somebody else. So there's so many different ways to help, but it all starts with calling Nick Jordan and having a conversation with an Irish guy who will tell you that I have dedicated the rest of my life to building wells of life into becoming a global powerhouse, because everybody can play a part here, and that's what we're really about, involving everybody, young, old, and in between. Volunteers. If you're a school teacher, I use it because I used to be one, and you're retired or retiring, come and become a volunteer at our office in San Juan Capistrano. Have a conversation with me if you want me to come and speak at your church. I just finished speaking at a group of churches, and we raised funds for 11 wells. You'd be surprised how incredibly generous people are. But you know what, Lisa? If you don't ask somebody for something, there is no chance of you ever receiving anything. And yes, I'm a professional asker. I ask everybody for everything all the time.
Right. Ask and you shall receive. And it's working for you, as we're hearing. Your heart's in the right place, and you're inspiring people to give back via clean water. What a beautiful thing.
Yeah, well, I'm going to make it last for a long time.
Yeah. Okay, so almost 1,000 wells, almost 1 million Ugandans forever changed by these clean water wells. Thanks to your organization, Wells of Life. Wellsoflife.org is the website. Do we have a plan beyond Uganda? More villages? More countries?
Well, here's what the plan is. First of all, we decided that we would choose Uganda because it's a big country. 42 million people, about the same size as California. They have 18 million people lacking water. Now, we decided to take the poorest district, which was number 117. It lacked water. Only 35% of the population there, of 1 million people, had water. We made a 5-year commitment to drill as many wells as we needed. We started out with a commitment of 500 wells. So we could show everybody that if you do it in one district, you can do it in every district. And if you do it in one country, you can do it in every country. And that's the type of collaboration that we know is possible. And that's what's going to solve the world water crisis. So are we finished? Never. Honestly, with the population growth, we'll probably never be finished. But, the really good work doesn't end. And and I know that when you love what you do, the old saying says that you never work a day in your life. I just want everybody to know that this can be a meaningful, use of their life, whether they're, got 1 hour a week or whether they've got 40 hours. Get involved with Wells of Life. Come and take a trip to Uganda with me.
Now, I was going to say, when you and some volunteers or folks that you work with at your organization, Wells of Life, when you guys visit Uganda, I bet you're getting hugs. And I bet you're getting so many hugs from so many people whose lives have been changed with all this clean water. To have a water source, a fresh, clean water source, has been a game changer, a life changer. And I bet when they see you, they're like, "There he is! That's the guy!"
No, let me tell you a quick short story, because I know you only have so much time. But a couple of years ago, a very beautiful young lady stepped off of the red carpet at the Oscars, and she immediately flew to Uganda with her dad. And it was a special surprise that this wonderful dad had laid in store for this beautiful young lady. He had dedicated an engagement well. And of course, we all knew what the surprise was, because I set it up. Yeah. And it was at a school that had 500 children. And the well was covered with a beautiful little sheet of paper. And so when this wonderful dad brought his daughter up to the well and pulled off the cover, it basically said, "This is a gift that will honor your love for the rest of your life. Now, the couple in question happened to be none other than Goose from Top Gun and Kelly Sperry, who is now Kelly Teller.
Oh, yeah. Miles Teller, actor Miles Teller, who played Goose's son in Top Gun Maverick. Yeah. Oh, nice. Miles and Kelly. What a beautiful thing.
And that story has done the rounds at Wells of Life. And, of course, they are a beautiful couple. And there's no better, more perfect surprise to give to people that have the means to connect the world. Because they are a wonderful couple and doing great work.
And again, Nick, going back to what you had originally said, sharing your story, and thank you for sharing your story. It's that old saying that we all think we have it bad on your worst day, when you think you've lost everything, you have nothing left. Somebody always has it worse, and kind of being involved in that situation could really make you realize it's not so bad for you. You could turn things around. There are people in a much worse situation. You got to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start all over again. And if you do, what you found in the process was, again, life-changing, and how you were able to help so many folks in a way that filled your heart and is inspiring so many others is a beautiful thing. So when I think folks to hear, like, on their darkest day, there could be light to help you find your way out and help others in the process. Is that kind of corny?
No, it's beautifully put, and I think you could be a very capable spokesperson for Wells of Life, the way you put that, because we all need a purpose.
Sure.
We all need something that can give our life meaning. So before we finish our life, it's just wonderful to look back and say, I've left the world a little bit better than I found it.
Mm-hmm.
When you said it, if you want to know what a big hug looks like, when you go to Uganda and a mother hugs you for donating a well, you know what she's saying? She's saying, thank you for saving my child's life. She's not going to speak any English to you, but she's going to give you a hug that I don't think any of us will ever find on this side of heaven. And that's meaningful work any day of the week.
Well, God bless you, Nick Jordan, and all that your organization is doing to change lives and save lives in Uganda with wells of clean water, and again, trying to help more and more people by revealing new access to wells, new wells, restoring wells, and providing all of these programs in that country. There's so many ways for folks to get involved. Obviously, raising money. Is there a big fundraiser coming up? Like, should we do a big party or a big something in the months to come? We should do a party or something. We should.
Let me make it really simple. Can I give out my phone number, because it all starts with somebody thinking, "Hey, I can help," and the best way to help is to call me. My name is Nick Jordan. My phone number is 949.
You really gonna do this?
584.
Is it your cell number? Your cell number? This is the number that I called, right? Your cell number?
I'm giving out my cell number.
Nick. Okay.
I will take anybody's call. 949-584-6166.
Say it again.
And I would be delighted. 949-584-6166.
Oh boy.
I would love to talk to you. I once heard from a man on a combine harvester in Iowa, and he ended up funding 2 wells. I truly believe if you put yourself out there, miracles would happen. And I'm on the other side of the phone waiting for the miracle for your callers to call me.
Look at you. Okay, well, there you go. He just gave out his phone number on the radio, so all kinds of interesting calls will be coming your way. And, of course, a wealth of information on your website, Nick, wellsoflife.org, wellsoflife.org. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your gift. Thank you for sharing your story and inspiring others to give the gift of life via clean wells of water, via Wells of Life. Thank you, Nick.
Thanks, Elisa. It was lovely. I enjoyed chatting with you. Have a good day yourself. God bless.
This was iHeart SoCal on 102.7